What's up guys, Henry NWR3 here with a new video for you today, and today we're going to take a look at the Snowy Rails set in the new Thomas & Friends wood line. Alright, now time to look at the box. On the box we can see the free railway vehicles we get with this, and the reason why I say vehicles is because of the cargo car, of course. So we have a cargo car in James with snow decals on him. The box also has a wintry theme on it, which is pretty cool to see, but don't worry. Kid-friendly, easy to build track, and I still believe that this track system is a little bit more difficult than the original. So I feel like that's that's fake lettering, fake news. Okay. And we have the name Snow Rails Set or Snowy Rails Set on the bottom. It's a really obscure place to put it. Normally you'd be looking toward the top for it, and it's just weird as it's all the way in the bottom. I don't completely hate it, but it's just a weird placement. It doesn't catch your eye, I feel like, because when you look at the set, it's just like, what's the name of this set? But we have it right there on the top as well, and as well as the FSC logo talking about how your trains are part of environmental trees or something like that. Pretty much that it's from self-sustaining forests. Then we have everything you get in the set right there. And then we have the back piece right here. You can use the crane to lift and lower the cargo. This is a huge selling point right now. But we're going to talk about this crane, don't worry. But one thing, before I read the description, I love how the kid is put in the tender behind the cargo car. Like, come on, let's fact check our product and make sure James is completely alright. But honestly, with his tender looking that way, it's not really, I mean, I could understand why he doesn't understand that's not his tender. But, yeah. Either way, Snowy Rails Set. James needs to deliver salt to melt the ice and snow. This task may sound simple, but the adventures children create are always special and unique. Designed to encourage young imaginations and quirky story starters, this wooden train set provides the inspiration for kid-crafted tales. There we go. I had trouble with English right there. And then another thing I want to point out is that Merlin and Spencer, they still have swap tenders. It annoys me deeply too, because you feel like they would fact check that one before this too. There's a lot of errors with tenders on here. But this is all we get in the set. One more piece than the 5-in-1 set. But I'll see you guys when this is out of the box. Now, let's take a look at every single thing we get with the set. First off, we get a Thomas & Friends wood James, but with snowflake decals on them. See, James has a happy face on him, and as well as snowflakes all over him, which adds a nice little touch. I think the snowflakes are supposed to look more cute than actual snow on them. I would have preferred that, so it looked a little bit better, but, I digress. Let's turn it around just a bit. There we go, and we don't need to see the back of them because there's nothing there. Either way, we have a rock salt car, which is a cargo car, just repainted, which is really interesting because normally for the cargo cars, they've been seeming to do troublesome trucks. So this might be the only way to get a cargo car, at least I know of at the time being. You get a piece of cargo which has decorations of rock salt on the side with the same snowflake decals. Same thing as that. I do like how the names are carved in underneath, though. I do have to give them that. The cargo car, by the way, it seems like it's a cheaper plastic on top because it seems, I don't know, it just seems different. It seems all the plastic that they're using is a cheaper brand of plastic than before. I mean, sort of like the bridge and the 5-in-1 set, but it feels more sturdy, but it just still feels cheap at the same time. We also get a bridge section, good amount of track, a tunnel section, a crane, a tree. Now the tree looks like a tree. But one thing I do have to note is that there's snowflakes on all the pieces of track except for the tunnel. And I think that's a really cool touch. I mean, it shows that it's a winter, and I can't fault it. I mean, at the same time, I do prefer normal track because I feel like that matches with other train tracks easier and better and makes your destinations look, or layouts are more realistic and it's not just time specific, but I can't fault it. Now the crane is a very interesting piece. It is exactly the same one as the Vickersound Dieselworks crane from the figure 8 set. However, this is again made of a little bit of a cheaper plastic, it feels like. Now the crane can go up and down with its crane hook, and it can turn. Watch this. 360 degrees. Now it's really weird how they did the design on the crane, because there's a lot of wood and it looks like they're trying to go with a design with these bars, but on the other side it's just bars. The window there and the ice, I mean, it looks alright. I mean, I feel like it could have been better with paint, honestly. But just in case you didn't know your crane did that, it's on the instructions. It's on the how to play. It rotates the knob to lift and lower cargo, and then it moves 360 degrees. That's how you build a layout. Oh no, and I dropped it. And that's everything included. Again, if we move James off to the side though, we do get some track adapter pieces. So yeah. Now the tunnel is a interesting piece. Honestly, I like it to a degree. Out of all the wooden Thomas and Friends wood destinations I've seen, this is my favorite. However, it doesn't mean it's the best. Now the bolts are a cool touch. However, you can see where it's really poorly put into place in some places, and it just doesn't work well, I believe. You also have details right along the side, which is nice, but it just feels very roughly put on. It's cool because you can feel the textures of the brick, or you can say you feel the textures of the brick, but I don't know. But details on the sides are alright. I mean, I think it's alright as a whole, and probably the best wood destination. I mean, when you're competing with things like that, though, it's not a big compliment, honestly. And in case you were wondering how you play this set, James comes along the track, knocks over a tree. He comes over. The crane turns. Look at that. Look at that magnet power right there. Then turn it. Oh no. It's got the rock salt. It picks it up. It turns. James puffs off. He goes along the line. Goes through the tunnel. Choo choo. And out. Alright. And in case you need any more help of how to play, we got the instructions. Don't worry. Now then, what's my opinion on this set? Yes. I mean, I feel like for the wood range, this is better than the 5-in-1 set. However, you're paying for that for one extra piece, which is probably most likely the crane that makes it cost this much. Maybe in the tunnel, because it actually has wood on it compared to a lot of the other things. Because, again, we have changed to Thomas and Friends wood, where we're showing off all the wood we have. The cargo car is made of plastic, the crane is made of plastic, and same thing with the bridge, which barely can even be called a bridge. But either way, these pieces cost you an extra $15, I believe. I think this retails for about $50, and I feel like that's a little steep for the amount of stuff you're getting. Again, you're getting 17 pieces. You're getting this oval with a bridge right there, covered tunnel, a little tree, a crane, James with some snowflakes, a cargo car, and a piece of cargo. And then track adapters to, because we're different. Personally, I don't honestly believe this is worth $50. I believe $30, if anything, honestly. But at the end of the day, for $50, you can get a better original Thomas and Friends wooden railway set, which is probably going to have more items with it. Like right now, you can go to TJ Maxx and get a Thomas and Friends wooden railway set that has at least 2 characters. I think they have the Thomas and Luke set with Merrick. I think I've seen that for $50 here recently, and I think you get 2 characters, or 2 engines, a truck, and a crane that's a character, and you get a figure 8. You get a lot more pieces for about the same price, and I really don't feel like this justifies $50. But that's my personal opinion on it, and however you may look at my opinion, that's my opinion. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. And one final thing I just want to make note is remember, this is just my opinion on this set. My review of the entire range will be coming soon when more items become available, because there's certain items I want to include in this review. Either way guys, thank you so much for watching again, and goodbye.